Welcome back, everybody. And I lied. Uh, I said that I was going to come back when we had 12 layers and a step, and I don't have that. You can see right now that I've only got 4 layers. So yeah, sorry about that. The point is that I've made a lot of changes, and I've actually changed my potential design for the pyramid, and it's also been a while. I've got over 100 hours of video already recorded in what I've been doing, and I just thought it was time for another video to post on YouTube. So first, I wanted to start in here because I made a few minor changes. I extended my storage space quite a bit, and I'm using signs here to tell me what's in each box. So this is all my wood. So you got lots of wood there, wood down there. Pardon the sniffles. I've got a little bit of a cold. Uh, yeah, and most of my stuff is in here. So I've got my armor in here. I've got just tools, food. Got plenty of food. And I did some more mining. I've got plenty of redstone, obsidian. I'm gonna need lots of obsidian. Excess brick, lapis. I'm gonna use lapis for decoration later. Let's see, over here, I changed the orchard over here, or I guess it would be the lumber mill. I don't know. Here, let me show you how this works. So I went on a little quest, or just a little journey, I guess, and I went out and found some saplings of different wood types. These quiet zombie. These are palm trees from the Biomes XL or the extreme biomes. I'm not sure which one, but they're new trees, and they're not really that great for harvesting because you can see they don't have a lot of leaves, which means when I chop them down, there's a chance that I won't get a sapling, and I'm actually running out of saplings on these, so I'm just leaving them here for decoration because I like the way they look. With the oops, fell in the water. With the Treecapitator mod, if you'll notice here, all of my oak trees are all next to each other. Oak trees do this in vanilla Minecraft just as is. But with the Treecapitator mod, here, I'll just show you. It's funny. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Bam! And it chops them all down at once. And then I can just walk through, pick them all up. I'm not going to do the whole thing here. I just wanted to show you what happens. And yay! So this has become my new farm here. And because I'm using oak, I'm also getting apples now, which is nice. And I use all of these for well, lately I've been using them to build with and for coal or for charcoal. And I'll finish this later. And I've got actually a bunch of rows of these. I can nearly fill my inventory with all the wood that I'm getting. So you got another row here, and then I've also got some birch, just for construction purposes, because birch has a slightly different texture, has a different shade of color. I'm getting free saplings. That's nice. And then over here is my spruce. I didn't get rid of the spruce because it also has a darker color for wood. And over here are some new trees. These are willow trees, and they also tend not to drop saplings as much. And I don't know why, because they have a ton of leaves. But yeah, they're just here for decoration for now. Their wood is more of a greenish color. Okay, so pick up some of these saplings. Ooh, apples. I'm going to use apples later for horses. I'm building a stable, and apples are required to tame horses. And just in case you were wondering, I am still using Minecraft 1.5.1, which is by now is a very old release. Because if I'm not mistaken, they're on 1.7.4 and they're working on 1.8. So why haven't I upgraded? Because I've got a lot of time on this build, and I'm using a lot of mods that haven't been upgraded for 1.8 or 1.7.4, and I just don't want to risk the possibility that this will become corrupt. So I'm going to keep building this on 1.5.1, and later on when I finish this, I'm going to start a new instance or a new game, and I will finish the Seven Wonders possibly by then in 1.8, because 1.8 the current versions of Minecraft have a lot of cool stuff in them. In fact, they've added new biomes in 1.7.4, which I really like. And in 1.6, they added they added things like carpets and dyed hardened clay that you can dye for color. There's just a lot of new stuff, and so I do want to upgrade. I just can't do it right now with the pyramid because I've invested too much time and I don't want to risk it. So you've already seen the tunnel. I showed you that last time. I did finish most of this. I got all the stairs down, and I put down some half slabs. Half slabs are nice because they prevent monster spawns. You can see I've still got this middle section here. This middle section is eventually... I'm still debating on if I want to fill this up with more half slabs or if I wanted to put in a minecart rail, because it is just a really long walk. So, but then again, the ancient Egyptians didn't have minecarts, so I'm not sure if I want that or not. And you know, I'm somewhat going to abandon this when it's done, and I'm going to go to a different file, so I don't know if the minecart rail is even going to be useful. So I'll think about that later. So, in the meantime, what have I been doing? Well, first of all, I made that taller. That's up to 96 now. But unfortunately, that's not big enough anymore for what I wanted to do. So I was doing some more research. The Pyramid of Giza is actually, or originally, before erosion took away a lot of it, it was 146 meters tall. And my original design for this pyramid was going to be 96. Nowhere near equivalent. So I redid my design, and instead of going 12 up and 4 in, I'm actually going to go 16 up. And then I'm going, instead of having a step that goes horizontal, I'm going to have a step that goes vertical 3 blocks. And by going having a slope of 16 and then up vertical 3 and then 16, 3, 16, 3, I can actually get to the 144 mark, which is going to be much closer to the original Giza pyramid, which also means I'm going to have a lot more stone brick blocks to put down. And the original Giza pyramid was 52 degrees. It's not the geometric 45 degrees of a standard pyramid. And with my new design, it's actually going to be 48 degrees. Still not close to the, or still not the original, but closer than the 12.4 design I was working on. So real quick, I'm just going to give you an overview with MapWriter. I love MapWriter, and this is what I've been working on. And you're probably thinking, what the hell is this? This is two things at once. One, I wanted the pyramid to be useful in some way. I didn't want it just to be a tomb for a dead guy, because I'm not dying. And of course, when I die, I just respawn. So I didn't really need a tomb to sleep in for the rest of eternity. So what I did was I just came up with some ideas. I wanted to put some things in here inside, and also as a way to sort of quote-unquote cheat, because, yeah, laying down the blocks was just taking so much time, and it was boring the hell out of me, and I was losing interest in doing this, and I wanted to complete it. So in order to gain back interest, I needed to take up some space. So what I have here is I have, this is what I call the catacombs, which, the original pyramid had a very small set of catacombs. There was basically just, a burial chamber and some antechambers and whatever. There was like the Queen's chamber and the King's chamber, and, some interesting stuff. So I just started building a bunch of squares. And these are all different sizes, and again, sacred number. So this is a 32 by 32. This is a 16 by 16. This is an 8 by 8. These little ones are 4 by 4s. And I just, connected them all up and made like a giant maze, basically. And when you're walking around in it, it is kind of maze-like. You can actually get lost in here. These areas here, these green areas and brown areas, this is the farm. Well, actually, this is the farm. This is the barn where I've got sheep and cows, and I'm going to have chickens over here soon. When I get that finished. I haven't finished that yet. And over here is going to be the stable for the horses. So these are giant pastures, and these are just the stables for horses. I think this is going to be a breeding center for the horses, because horses need to have a quiet space to breed. And that's what I'm going to use that for. This over here is the farm, so anything that can grow is over here. Over here is the wheat. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you what all that is. So basically I did this to take up space. So now instead of having to cover all this with brick blocks, all I have to do is this section here. So that should be a lot quicker. And over here, and this is actually a lot less. It'll be kind of complicated to put the layers in between all these rooms, but that should keep me, attentive anyway. And that was the whole point of doing all that, was to just do something different. And I wanted to do something big. 32 by 32 is huge, and you're going to see how big this is. And if I figure if I'm building a pyramid, I might as well just go big or go home. So apparently pyramids were built in Texas. Okay, so let me give you a close-up tour of what all this looks like. We'll go to the catacombs first. And I do plan on decorating these catacombs. Oh, nope, that is the pasture. Okay, yeah, see, I'm already lost. It's my pyramid. So yeah, so this is where the catacombs begin. It's a 32 by 32 chamber, and it's going to be 32 high. All of my chambers are going to be cubes. And over there you can see how big a 32 by 32 cube is. I did a skeleton of it, and it's just freaking huge. And this is only the first layer of what's going to be inside here. Once it goes up 32, and I have actually some walls, I'm going to build like terraces, and just do something interesting in here. I'm also going to line the walls with I'm going to use gold and nether quartz and lapis, and I might even use some chiseled sandstone because there's an interesting texture for that. And I'm going to make some decorations, like what you might find in an Egyptian pyramid wall. Now over here is what it will look like. So all the tunnels are going to be 2 by 2. It can be kind of cramped, which, if I'm not mistaken, the original pyramids had cramped tunnels. Then bam, you come in here and you got a little chamber. Right now I'm just decorating with these so monsters don't spawn, but yeah. I mean, that's a 4 by 4. This is the smallest chamber size. And this is a 16 by 16, I believe. And over here we got another 4 by 4, 4 by 4, another 16 by 16. And I'm already kind of getting low. I think this is an 8 by 8. This is going to be another long, cramped chamber. And so, yeah, so I'm not going to show you the whole thing because we'll just spend the entire episode just getting lost in a maze. But yeah, that was fun. That took me a couple of hours to dig out. And oh, I missed some stone here. So here's the stable. This is where the horses are going to be. I'm using jack-o'-lanterns in the floor as lighting. And oh, it's getting dark. We're going to have to go to sleep here in a second. Don't want stuff spawning while I'm trying to give a tour. And I haven't decided on whether or not I want to use dirt for the stable floor or if I want to bring grass in here. I think the dirt looks interesting, and it's actually more realistic for indoor stable, because you got to remember all this is going to be indoors. It's going to be enclosed. And over here, this is an 8 by 8, or no, I'm sorry, this is a 16 by 16, and you can see just 16 high is really high. I'm not sure what I'm going to use all that space for. It just might be empty space. I don't know. And here is a 16 by 32. This is another stable. There are 16 stables, and again, the sacred number. So I've got 16 of these areas here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 in this section, 8 in that other section. That's 16. This area here, this is a 32 by 32. And let me go to sleep real quick. Oh yeah. This is the farm. I was hoping not to show you this until later. Here, I'll give you the quick tour after I take a nap. And tell you what, let me real quick just go into the settings here, because the music is a little loud. Go down to 25. I like 25. Okay. Oops. Nope. Back again. Don't want to quit yet. Still recording. Okay. So that was the stable, and the stable and the farm, or the pasture, are pretty much the same. So this is the farm, and I came up with this idea while I was at work, actually, because work is kind of boring. And oh, I don't wonder what happened there. And it's a terrace farm. Wait a minute. Was I not able to sleep? Oh, I probably hit escape too soon. That's what happened. I escaped out of sleeping. Okay, back. Now it's better. So yeah, so this is a terrace farm, and terrace farming was popular in Central American cultures. What the hell is that? I need to check this out. Hold on. Oh, no. Oh. Ogres, if you're not familiar with the shoot, I forgot what it's called now. It's been so long. The extra mobs plugin that I have, ogres can break blocks, and they would have destroyed this farm if I hadn't killed him quickly. So wow, okay, that would have been bad. Okay, but yes, problem solved. So anyway, terrace farming, Central American. Central Americans also had pyramids, and originally I was going to do the step pyramid, which was kind of a Mesoamerican pyramid design, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm tried to go with the Pyramid of Giza design, but I still wanted to do the step pyramid because it looks nice. It looks interesting. And as you can see, I've got plenty of wheat. That was potatoes that we were walking over. These are my carrots. And you saw my inventory before. I've got way more food than I'll need. This is all just for looks. And if you're wondering where the water is, it's conveniently hidden under the stairs. So you see I've got some water under the stairs and it comes out by 3. It actually could come out 4, but again I was trying to go with the sacred number idea. And the sacred number, the stairs count as 1. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then these stairs are again 1, 2, 3, 4. And then these stairs again are 1, 2, 3, and 4 because there's water inside the wall. And I have to be careful when I step off these stairs. If I go too fast, it'll register as a jump, and then it'll, yeah. So let me go up here. And because I didn't want to interrupt the, because you can see here with the entrance to the outside, I had to interrupt the terrace, and there's a lot of space here that wasn't getting used. And I didn't want to do that to access the rest of the farm, so I built a bridge. That's because bridges are interesting and different and not boring. And I've got 2 bridges that go through the wall here. Now over here is pumpkins and melons. And as you can see, I did something interesting. I saw this on somebody else's channel. This looks like a little gutter to me. It looks like, so if I was, watering my melons or watering my pumpkins, all the excess water would run into the channel here and keep things nice and neat. Of course, pumpkins and melons don't require water, which is an interesting little fact about Minecraft, if you didn't know that. So I didn't actually have to have water, but I thought this little thing here was nice. And I also created these terraces, or these, not terraces, pagodas, I guess you could call them. Not because they were needed, just because, well, for 2 reasons. One, they look nice. Everything that looks nice is good for Minecraft. And I also needed some lighting, because I didn't want these getting dark, because otherwise monsters would spawn in my patches. So I built these pagodas so I could put lighting on the inside. Because I needed to hang lighting somewhere. I didn't know where to put it, and I didn't want to put it in the floor, because all of these floor spaces are used. So these pagodas gave me a way to put torches on the inside so that they didn't, I mean, you can still see them, I guess, but they're more hidden than they would have been otherwise, which is something I like. I also have a little tunnel underneath here just for temporary storage. There's nothing in here, I don't think. No, that's just sort of a, because it was a good idea at the time thing. Now over here is my indoor orchard. I'm trying to grow grass in here, so I have to get the grass from over here over to there, so I'm letting it grow. That will go away eventually, obviously. And I'm growing just all different kinds of trees in here. Eventually I'm going to have to trim some of these trees down because their leaves are going too far. That's alright, I'll trim them down and then they'll fit and it'll go up 32 spaces and this will be a nice enclosed forest. Using the terrace, it's not meant to be a pretty forest. It's meant to be more of a operational forest. And I don't know if that one's actually going to grow or not. I'll figure it out later. It's just meant to be a. I'm trying to think of if the pyramid were meant to be useful, and I have the farm and the stable, and a place to live and the catacombs over there. This is meant to be a place to harvest wood. But I also wanted it to look nice. And then over here, mirroring the design of the pumpkins and melons, I have my reed farm. This is empty because I haven't found any cactus yet. I want cactus to grow in here. And there's room for cactus, I just haven't found any to plant. I might have to go on a little quest. And here I'm going to build pagodas as well. These pagodas are going to be a little bit different. Instead of having the stands on the outside, I've got one stand on the inside, but the upside down stairs are still here, and I use this again for lighting. Lighting here, and there's lighting there. And it also covers up the water because this has to be next to water, so there's water underneath these half slabs. That's useful because it, when I chop this down, see, that would have gone into the water. That would have been, I don't know, would have been annoying. I haven't finished these yet. I'm going to finish them eventually. So let me show you the barn. Oh yeah, let me go back into the farm and just give you a perspective on how big a 32 meter high room is. So yeah, so you can see that is just freaking huge. At one point I was thinking of doing multiple terraces, where I have this terrace and then I go up some spaces, like maybe where that bridge is, and start another terrace. But then I was thinking it would get really dark under here. But it's also going to get dark when I enclose it all. So I don't know. When I actually get up to 32, or maybe 16, or like halfway, I'll see about if I want to do any more terraces. But for right now, this is doing its purpose, and I think it looks good. So let's go over to the barn. So last time I did not have any animals, I'm pretty sure, and what I did was I had to go back to the original home, our original cave, and I just attracted some animals. And bam, I have some cows. Let's feed the cows. I think, ooh, oh, I don't have any wheat. Alright, now I have wheat. And I'll replant that later. And I love these pressure plates, it's great. I just have to open it once, and then it closes automatically. Wonderful. Alright, who wants some wheat? Feed you, feed all of you. Feed you. Oh, and we're done. You're done, okay. Oh, and you know what I just noticed? I had some chickens in here, and now they are gone. Well, that sucks. You know what? I wonder if something spawned in here because I don't have enough lighting in here. Yeah, I probably spawned something and they ate the chickens. Oh well. I'll have to go back and find some more eggs. Okay, and so this is for the sheep. And god damn it, where are my sheep going? I had sheep in all of these. Oh well. The idea here is that eventually I want to have all the sheep dyed. There's 16 sheep and there's 16 colors in the game. I don't have all the dyes available yet. I'm still looking for all the dyes, because some of them, like green, have to come from cactus, and I don't have cactus yet, and brown has to come from what's it called, the cocoa beans, and I haven't found cocoa beans yet. But I also haven't gone very far either. I've been spending all my time in this area. Over here, I should have some black sheep if they haven't disappeared on me. There we go, black sheep, because I did have some ink, and of course I need white sheep. What are you doing out of your pen? There's no way for you to get out. How did you get out? Fine. Fine. You just sit in the corner there and think about what you've done. Alright. And so that's what I've been doing. Oh, and I have some extra doors here. I was just tearing down some doors. This is for storage. Because doors take up, they can't stack. And I was running out of room, so I just left them here. I'll move those later. Bad doors. Okay. And yeah, so that is what I've been doing. So I guess at this point, really it's just a matter of me going back and getting more stone, laying down some more stone bricks, and just making some more progress. So I hope you enjoyed what I've been doing. I hope you think it's interesting, and I do want to finish it. So I guess I should stop talking and get back to work. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later.